Welcome everybody to the Crap Show. My name's Dustin. Welcome to the Invincible Cubes. Today we're going to do a little home brew and a mix, kind of a little bit. So we love the double tap and we love the martingale. So we're going to do both. A double tap martingale. We have $1,000 we're going to play with. We're going to try to do a 1, 3, 5. So 1 loses, we're going to do 3 units. 3 units loses, we're going to do 5 units. And if 5 units loses, I don't know if we'll be able to keep going. So we'll see. The unit I'm doing is going to be a 25 unit. That's just what I'm familiar with. A unit is whatever you make it. It could be a $5 unit, could be a $10 unit, could be whatever. But I like to play with the green chips. I don't like the white chips as much, so we're going to play with a $25 unit. Okay? We are going to need 1 on the pass line, and then we are actually going to work the come out. Because it doesn't matter for us. We're doing double tap. We could not play on the come out, but statistically speaking, it doesn't matter. So we will work on the come out. And we are going to play every number since we're working on the come out. So double tap. Double tap is when you hit your number, any of the numbers, right? So 8, for example, 30 is going to pay you 35. The double tap means you throw in 25. You take the 8 up to 90. 90 pays you 105. You collect. So you collect everything except for 1 unit. The total you collect is 165. For example, on the table we have 160. We're not going to count this as part of our bankroll. We're just not, because this is you pay to play. You don't even have to have this if you're not the shooter. So we're just going to leave that there. We'll be the shooter. Just happens to be us. Okay? So 160, double tap, 165, and you're out, and you're up $5. Okay? That's the game. Let's see how it works. We're going to martingale it, so if we lose this, we're going to take it up to 3 units. If we lose that, we're going to take it up to 5 units. And if we lose that, well, that's the show. So I took 1 from here, and that's my 35. Cool. Dice are ready to go, no points established. Not that it matters for us, but we're going to get rolling. Okay, so double tap, martingale. Eight. Hey, we just showed this. Perfect. So we're going to throw in 25. The 8 we were working is going to be 35. We're going to stack it all up. 90 on the 8. That's the point. Not that it really matters, but it does for our pass line. Nine. So same thing. We're going to throw in 25. 25 is going to get paid 35. And we're going to take it all the way up to 85. Hard 8. So 8's going to be our winner for the point. We're going to pay our pass line. We're going to pay 100. Oh, get back here. 105. Our double tap is now down. 165 we collect. Okay. And then this pass line bet, I like to do a 3-time press. So win once, win twice, win 3 times, and then break it back down to your minimum. That's a 175 win. So we'll try that for that too. Points off, but now we have the option, okay? Now since we are already out, we're not really aiming for that double tap again. So we can choose to play with a table or choose not to play with the table. For the most part, if you're in and out, you're playing with the table. just to keep it so you have that 7 protection. That's a lot of money to lose on just a 7. That's not going to give you much. So we're going to play with the table now. Eight again, good old 6-2. So we weren't working, we were playing with the table. This is gonna go there. We're gonna leave that there, just fun. No reason to move it. Putting it on odds instead of having it where it is, you get paid like $1 more, so it really doesn't matter too much. 6 easy, so we have 30 is going to pay us 35. Now we can keep with the double tap strategy. It's just a better way to build what they call opportunity. That's the word we use. So we're going to keep that going. We're going to take that up to 90 on the 6. Now because we haven't lost, we haven't had the martingale yet, so let's just see how far we can take this double tap. 2, no action for us because we're only place betters. Four, 5, that's our 9. 9, it's going to be a little bit funny. So 75 pays 105, and then the 10 will pay us 14, so it's 119. We'll do 120, just so I don't have to play with the white chips. Our double tap succeeded, okay? We can drop this back down to a minimum, but what I like to do is just collect the black chip and keep everything else on the table. We're gonna take that up to 100, collect the black chip, keep rolling. Nine again, so this time we increase it to 100. One's gonna pay us 140. Okay, 25 and 3 reds. Collect the black chip. We're gonna keep this all on the 9. 9's looking good. Stacking it up. Six, also a good number to collect. We've got 90, so the 90 is going to pay us 105. Okay, we can break this back down to a minimum, or we'll just collect the black chip. There's not a good way to increase this with the red chip, so just put it right there. Keeping the 6 at 90. Now you can choose when to pull out. It's all up to you. 5, 3, 2. So 25 is going to pay us 35 plus 7. It's going to be 42. We'll just make it an even 40. Okay, and we'll stack it all up because we haven't reached a black chip yet. Seven out. Good old 4-3. So all loss. 8 never hit again. Now because we already collected on the double tap, we don't martingale. We just start over. So we don't go to 3 because we didn't lose the 1. We actually have a substantial profit from that set. Okay? Now we just restart. So we're going to do the same thing as before. One on the pass line, 1 unit on every other number. Okay? And then let's see if I can get a loss this time so we can demonstrate the 135. Good, so coming out. Two, 1, 3, crap. So we lose our pass line. This goes away. Throw in another one from the rack. Six easy. So we were working. We're going to get paid 35. We're going to throw in 1 green chip, take it up to 90. Now let's try to 7 out. Not actually try to 7 out, but let's see if we can get a loss before we hit that double tap. 5-1, back-to-back 5-1s. Look at that. So our double tap played out perfectly. We're going to get 25 for the pass line, 105 for the 6, which will take that, collect 165. We'll press the pass line up to 2 units. The point's off. And now we're kind of stuck where we have a win. We have a win on the pass line. The point's off. We turn everything back off. No reason to keep it working when we can use the benefit of 7 protection. Especially this early in the game, there's not a lot of money on the table. In terms of you haven't created opportunity. You're all of your units are at 1. On the off chance, yo 11, on the off chance that you get one of these numbers, it's not as big of a benefit if you had already created opportunity and wanted to work the come out. So for example, if I threw a 7, I lose 160 with the opportunity to only win 35 if I got a hit. On the other side, if any of these were taller stacks, if I were to hit a number on the come out, establish a point when I was working, I could collect from one of those taller stacks and it'd be more meaningful. And then if I 7'd out after the fact, of course, PSOs are a thing. But that's a personal preference. I like to be secure with the 7 protection just because it keeps me in the game a little bit longer. Four, 3, 1. Okay. Like I said, we're not working. We have our double tap success. Okay. And what I was explaining earlier about pressing the pass line, we won 1 from the 6, we won 2 from the 11, and now I have $100. If I hit the 4 for the point, I'll get 200. I'll collect 175, leave 25 on the pass line, and then that'll give me some more pass line money to play with. Okay, now let's see if we can create some opportunity. Hard 10, so I'm not going to worry about doing the buy. It's just going to be a straight up kind of a beneficial. We'll do the buy here. $5, we'll buy the 10. So to do double tap, we're going to throw in 1 more, take it all the way up to 100 for the 10. Easy, so 35, throw in another 25, take it up to 90. For double tap, my favorites really are the 4 and the 10. There's just so much return for doing double tap with those 2 numbers because of the payback. 6 and 8's a little slower, 5 and 9 they're a little bit better, but of course it's all based on odds. Hard 6, 3, 3, 35, 25 from the rack. This is the part where it gets a little tricky. I've now hit 3 numbers. Our opportunity is really high, right? Lots of good return capable of happening. Any of those numbers hit. Hard 8. Awesome. 90 is going to pay us 105. We've already collected our double tap once, but remember we've done 3 increases, so we've added 25, 25, 25. We're in extra 75. We're going to collect the 105 straight out. We're up 30 bucks. Hard 8 back to back. So this time we're actually going to spread the love. So we're going to take the 8 up to 150, right? And we're going to spread this out. We're going to put that on the 9, put that on the 5. Hard 8 back to back, one of my favorite things, parlaying the hard 8s. I managed to do it with a $25, 25 to 250, 250 to 2500. That was a good run. Oh, spoke too soon. 5-2. Made that 7, so that's a loss. But like I said, we already collected our winnings from the double tap and from the other run. So all this is gone. And like I was talking earlier, you can calculate where you want to do the pullout for the 7, right? So what we got here, $560-ish we had on the table. Now 100 of that we couldn't have pulled off because it was our pass line bet, but we did have another $400-ish on the table we could have pulled right off if we wanted to. That's a feeling thing for most people. We'll try, I think we're going to call it there, but just to give you an example, we'll do some real quick simulations. So if we were doing the actual martingale, which we didn't get to demonstrate in this video, it would work out where you have 1 unit across for everything, right? And then we'll get some 5s in here, okay? 1 unit across for everything, okay? If this lost before you were able to collect on the double tap, you would go to 3 units. And so 3 units is a lot more money to play with. So we go to 3 units, whoop, not there. Okay, and then for the 6 and 8, okay, it would go to 3 units. Now how this would work out, you'd also have to support with 3 more units for your double tap. So the 9, 75 would pay 105. All of that would stay there, but you'd also put 3 more units for that double tap. This is where it gets a little heavy, okay? So the total on the 9 would be 255. Okay, 255, the 2 pays 280, the 55 pays 77, so 357. Okay, that pays 357. We'll just say 355 for the sake of the video. You drop it back down, okay? You drop it back down to your starting bet, which was 75 for the 9, and you rack 4, 5, 35. Okay, so 535 on a double tap at 3 units, when across you have 153, 450, $480. Okay, 480, 535, $55 in profit. Okay, so that's $55 in profit. The next round we'll do 5 units. 5 units, it gets a little crazy. So 5 units. We'll just simulate that one instead of going all the way across. 5 units. Oof. Yeah, that's right. Okay. 5 units. Now here, as example, we'll do the 6. So we got what, 150? 150 on the 6 is going to pay us 175. 175. We have to throw in another 150. Okay, so we throw in another 150. Okay, we have this as change now. We can throw in probably another $5. Let's say we throw in 155 to make it a proper bet. Okay, now 300, 450, 480. Okay, at 5 units, you've now pressed the 6 up to 480. 480 is going to pay you 555. Doesn't seem right, but it will. 480 is going to pay you 555. So 500, one more, 55. Let me double check that math. 150, oh, I'm sorry. 175 times 3, 525 plus 35, 555. That's right. Okay. Now, this was your original bet. When you do the double tap and you succeed, you collect everything else. So we're going to collect for the 5 times. Let's see what we got here. Oof. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 85. You'll collect 885. Now this works. The 885 will cover your other losses. Okay? 160 for 1 unit. 480 for 3 units. So 480 plus 160, you're at 640. 640. And what covers your 640 is the 865. Now, you might go more than 3 rounds with having to martingale this, right? So you need probably a good $2,000 bankroll. Because let's say you get to the point where you have a few numbers that you've had to press. You didn't lose 160, you lost 260 because you had to feed to get that double tap, remember? So I'll try this one more time in another video and maybe I'll get to play out that. But that's the example of how it really works out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.